So just a little bit of an update. So we have been dungeoneering for quite a few days now. Now my method of dungeoneering, what I do is do dungeoneering and also divination at the same time. So currently if I spot any brilliant, which is tier 80 or tier 70 lustrous wisps, I'll go and do that, and I'm keen on the main account and brother's doing it with his ult as well. So we're doing pretty decent speeds. Again, 12 minutes, quite casual, quite laid back, but it's still decent the amount of floors we can do per hour. And the divination XP is actually very, very good. We've gained just over 300k divination XP. And because of that, we are now level 85 divination, which is absolutely massive because we can do radiant wisps. Now, radiant wisps are going to be the highest wisp in dungeoneering. So we're going to be getting the best sort of dungeoneering rate we can by doing these large floors. We get a couple of wisps per floor as well, which is really nice to have. And this base just means we're going to get more divination XP, which is really good. And what I'll be doing going forward is just continue to do this, but at some point we'll go and do normal divination training because we'll still want to do things to like basically level, but we'll still AFK divination normally. So that is kind of a side thing. The main thing I was doing this for was dungeoneering XP, because it's actually been quite fun to do this on the main account. With the level we've got now, we can now do Plague's End and the Remains of a Necrolord, as well as having some more access to the occult floors and also the Demon Horn Necklace. So what's really nice about having a high dungeoneering level is that we get the weapons. The weapons at tier 80 are very, very good. Probably going to be the weapons I choose to use for a lot of combat as well. Not only that as well, we can access different dungeoneer dungeons. So for this one, the Alcreed Hidden Mine, again, very nice, very useful, very niche sometimes, but you can have that as well. And yeah, it just means we're starting to rack up a lot of tokens. We are very high in terms of our tokens. The update they've done to dungeoneering with this remastery is so good. The token rate you get now is basically double what it used to be. So I have 190,000 tokens at level 77, and I've bought the Charming Imp as well as the Bone Crusher, which have been some big purchases. I've already spent 100,000 tokens and I'm nearly at 200,000 to go and buy my first weapon, which I'm not sure what it'll probably be. I think I might go Mage because I think as well, like Mage is a little bit iffy on what you have between 70 and 80. And the Chaotic Staff, as long as I can like augment it and stuff, will be pretty solid for what we do going forward. In terms of the Grand Exchange, we have managed to sell some things. I have sold some Extreme Magic Potions, which I was trying to test for profit. They're very sort of hit and miss, so they can be a little bit iffy. Our antlers are still buying. This will be a very, very slow buy. I think what I'm buying them for is like price checks, so very small amounts coming into the game. But just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update of where we currently are. I have been AFKing some more fetid zombies, so I can actually siphon off my subjugation. Again, Bandos, I'm happy just to disassemble, but I think Armadillo and subjugation, especially with the rate we're going to get it, it's just going to be better for me just to do this, and actually cheaper probably just to keep buying XP capacitors and siphon them off, which is probably what we're just going to end up doing. And then the polypore staffs, because they're only 1.5 mil each, those are going to be the ones we'll disassemble. So 66 Invention, which is always very nice. So with that, charge reductions, junk reductions, which is always really good. And yeah, I think we're going to go straight back into it. In terms of the combat stuff, this account just sits at base and literally just goes and hunts for the wisps. The main account does all the work. But again, it's just part of the dungeoneering style I've done. The main account actually just got 200 mil dungeoneering. We actually got the pet on the dungeon for the 200 mil XP, which is really nice. A really weird like wild feed. So that is decent. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. In terms of money making and stuff, not really done it. Don't really see a need to do it at the minute. 464 mil bank, 310 mil cash, which is absolutely massive. To have that kind of cash stack in a minute is pretty big. So that is good. And I'm sure as well in the bank, yeah, we've got some Dragonstone necklaces I've been making in my downtime. We've got some things we need to process and sell on the Grand Exchange just to get that cash stack up. I mean, 2.6, 2.8k Dragonstone necklace is like another 30 mil fluid cash. Will be about 350 mil fluid, which I just can't argue with. Like, it's really nice. So gonna go back to it. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get the pet, but in the meantime, we're just gonna rack up some more tokens and get some more divination XP. What I've been trying to aim for is the next stage of porters, just because of the ruby necklaces being on the Firewatch sort of drop table. It would be so much cheaper to make porters with the next upgrade. So I think that's 88 to go and get to the next line of porter. So that's what we're going to be working on, and that's where we'll be pushing to next. So just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update of what we're planning and what we're doing on the Hogger. So I've been AFKing Mage at fetid zombies just because of the pure AFK-ness. And because of that, we've got level 80 magic, which is really nice because that's going to be the Void Stairs back. We have some other unlocks as well. String jewelry can be a really nice way to make some money. We can now do a chaotic staff, which kind of thinking about it, I should have gone and got a chaotic staff, but I've just augmented a brand new polypore, but we'll just do the polypore and then we'll go and get the chaotic staff and some other stuff as well, which is really nice. So The reason why I've been doing this is just simply to level out my combat, just makes Slayer a little bit easier, and eventually I'd like to do some combat in Dungeoneering rather than just leech on the account. I'd rather be able to do some combat and clear some rooms by myself. So what we're going to do now is just level out 80 defense, and then that's kind of been it for the AFK combat. It's kind of come at a really good time really, because the 7-day bond account is returned. It's going to be doing its Slayer series, which we'll have a little Slayer arc ourselves at some point, but maybe not for a while. There's some other stuff I'd like to do in this account. But yeah, pretty much what I've been doing is just AFKing these zombies. There are other options to do instead. And there's actually going to be a spot where, with the kind of XP we've lost in terms of summoning, for me to go and get some decent like components and stuff, we're going to go and farm some components with scavenging. So I know a spot's going to do for that. So that's something we'll do in a little while. But really happy actually, really happy with how the account's going along. The AFKing is really nice because we can just sort of sit back and do it. But I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. This will be the third polypore staff we've done to a point where we can go and level it out. I've forgotten to buy another XP capacitator, so we're going at normal speed. But now we're at a point now, especially with Invention, where it will just tick along. Those early Invention levels really do take the most time. Once you get to like 60 and you can like augment 3 pieces and you can just AFK chain with those 3 pieces, it really, really is not too bad at all. So what I'm going to go and do now is just AFK while doing some other stuff on the other 2 accounts. This account will literally just be in the background for a little while now. And I'll just come and give you guys an update whenever we've got one, and whenever we've got one which is worthwhile as well. But once we are ready to move on some other stuff, it will be nice. I do think there might be a little bit of a scaling out coming back as long as the quests as well. Because with quests, I need to do the Throw Me storyline, because I think Dagonoth Kings will be one of the first boss logs we decide to do. Just because of its ease and stuff like that. We'll also need to do a couple more trolls to go and do God Wars. We'll want to go and do the Ancient Spellbook as well, because that Vampirism spell will be very, very big for us, especially. Just because we can have it for a full hour, and it will help us a lot with Slayer. And the spells are quite handy to have as well, like Blood Barrage can be also a way to heal. And especially for that mid-level account, the healing and keeping yourself alive can be a very important aspect of the combat as well. But nice short one, we're just doing this for a little while. We'll come back when it's time to go and harvest all the polypores and stuff. I'm thinking once we've done this polypore, we should be at a point where we can do the subjugation as well. So we could have up to 5 items to go and siphon. But that's the update for now. We'll return very soon with the next one. Okay, so that's been a decent stint of zombies for today, and a few things for us to run through. First thing is the big upgrade in terms of the staff. We now have the chaotic staff, and I don't know if they've like cosmetically upgraded it, but it looks nice. Like, it looks quite sharp. Really nice upgrade, and the damage is also quite noticeable as well. But I can't remember it looking like that, so I don't know if when they did the Dungeoneering update, they've changed the look of the chaotics. But again, I'm liking the grey and blue combo there. Now, the good thing is as well, we do have level 12 in subjugation, and I also have 3 polypore staffs, which we can also disassemble as well. I've done an awful lot of AFK, which is why we're racking these up now. And I've just very recently as well perked up my armors to a kind of like a mid-range on the bond account, which I'll definitely be doing very soon on this account. The nice thing with the bond account is that it's something like 103 invention, so I've got quite a lot of levels on this account, but with the way we're going and the way we're leveling items up, we won't be too far away from there very, very soon. So because the polypore staff are slightly higher than like a tier 70, the tier 75, we're going to get more invention XP, just under 500k invention XP a go, which can be really nice. 1.5 mil in polypore staffs. Now, because we're going to go to the chaotic, obviously now we're going to be siphoning the staff. We're not really going to be disassembling full things now. Maybe the Torix hammers, but the Torix hammers I've had to buy for like melee on the bond account is getting to around 1.8 mil, which is getting a little bit pricey for what it is. But there we go. The final one is all done. Level 71 invention, which is decent. We are flying up now in terms of a level. So 71 invention is going to give us a couple of things. Charge reduction, junk reduction, really nice. We now have the different versions of the cannon for melee in the kinetic cyclone. The dwarven goblin technology is pretty good, to be fair. The old AT coil as well is pretty good. We can now also do the auto screener once we've got the qualification from the guild. So really nice from that. We've got level 81 mage, and the reason why I did this was for air surge. Like, there was no real point stopping at 80. So we just moved up to 81 and got that ticked off. So that is really nice. We're going to work on defense a fair bit now. So that is mage done. Defense, we got to level 75, which is spirit shields. War priest, which is very good. Ganodermic as well. Very, very strong if we ever wanted to go down that sort of mage setup. Dinosaur hide and undead armor as well, but the war priest used to have some use in certain things. The Lord of Vampirium as well is a pretty big quest, and then finally 81 HP as well, which is really nice. We needed that actually to use Torva and stuff. Not that I think I'll buy it, but again, it's nice to know that we've got the requirements. if we ever did want it. So what I'm going to be doing next is just leveling up to weighted defense, get that ticked off. Just what AFK in some of the other projects, but yeah, going really well in terms of the Hogger currently. Okay, so just a little bit of a check-in on the Hogger, just to give you guys a bit of an update of where we're going. I'm still at the fetid zombies and still going quite hard on the invention stuff. So we have siphoned off a staff, so that is why our invention level is currently 72. Now, what I'm going to do is stay here till level 80 defense, and then we need to go and address some things as well. So 77 defense is what we've just got, and that's gives us access to a clockwork syringe. Also 55 prayer as well, which is a summer's end, which maybe we'll get to that at one point, but that will unlock the corporal beast as well. Now, what I need to do on this account is actually focus a lot on invention. Now, I've recently just brought the bond account back, and from the process of augmenting and perking like gear and stuff, it has become obvious that I need to do it on this account, which is going to be a big target going forward. Now, the reason why I want to do it is because like I can use things like disassemblers to my advantage. I don't need to disassemble my own components. I could just simply throw them in a disassembler and let the disassemblers do it for me. And because I've got time on my side, if I do it now, it's always passively being done for me. So that's something we're going to be looking in the future as well, because I think it'd be really beneficial. It'll be something which will help us going forward as well. And perking and sorting my machines out is kind of my priority once I've done like 80. Yes, I could go and perk and get some benefits from it now, but I'm just going to go back to AFK and a little bit of mage and go from there. But the chaotic staff, big fan, noticeable increase in terms of the damage. We are still buying XP capacitators as well, because I think the higher we can just bump up the invention level, it just means that when I go and do the perks, I have a better chance of getting certain things, rather than having to spend a small fortune as well. Doing it on the bond account, who's 104 invention, it was noticeable that because I had such a decent invention level to start with, I didn't really struggle to get a lot of perks. Yes, I used an extreme invention potion as well, but if I can sort of get to like 80, have an extreme invention perk, I just give myself a much better chance going forward. But yeah, some more fetid zombies will be killed. Then we'll look at what the plan is going forward once we've done the invention machines. I do anticipate maybe a little bit of a skilling arc just coming forward. Then we can move into those quests and go from there. So that is going to be the end of this video. Really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know anything I should be doing on the Hogger to sort of go and chase or go for the next sort of goal, because we are getting to a point now where I am very much solidly in the mid game and there's so much going to do. So some ideas of what you guys will want to see really does help me out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.